because we want to be unpredictable. We need unpredictability in this country.
Oh, you! Get a move on!
And now for something completely different.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
In a world where cat videos and memes rule the feeds, one media company will rise above the noise.
Between Palace and Man United?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Are you ready? I'm saying, are you ready?
You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
And now, here's your host.
Right, Chris.
All right, how the devil are we all? Well, I do hope. And yes, this is me here. How the devil are you all? It's going to be one of those shows tonight. I'm not saying that was a particularly long introduction, but thank you very much for watching. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. How are we all doing? It is the CSGB show. I can't actually use that on any of the introductions otherwise, as I found out in the past. YouTube don't allow me. They reduce my advertising revenue if I do that. So slap wrist type. But it is totally and utterly all about banter, all about a bit of fun. If we slag your clubs off, it's probably because we don't like you. And anyway, you'll see how it goes. We've always done the shirts, the home shirts, the away kit, the third kit, the kit that you wear every day. There's an hour in the month or whatever. So we usually do all that. So this is a little bit different. And when you're doing something like this, because we're going to be judging the badges, you need an expert. You need somebody that knows what they're talking about. Somebody with a PhD. But do you realize how hard they are to come by? Instead, we have got a man. He is outstanding in his field, but that's only because Kate locked him out overnight. Good evening, sir. How the devil are you, Dan?
I'm all right. I understand that the PhD used to stand for the old me, Pisshead Dan, to be honest, although I barely drink these days, so I just have to deal with the abbreviation. But no, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to it. I've done my own work.
Yes.
From 11 o'clock this morning, well, just after 12, I have literally not stopped till 7:40 when I finally normally I'm going to pass this exam.
Yeah, normally, folks, when he says that, he'd be talking about, but he has actually had homework to do. So anything you hear today, please direct any legal lawsuits to Daniel Morehouse in Burnley. But let's say a few good evenings before we go any further. The missus is in. And when I say missus, of course, I mean your missus. Just my bit on the side every now and again. I should say that you're out of whiskey, Dan. Terry's in. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good day. David's in. Everybody's saying hello to everybody else. And I think that's it. David, yeah. Oh, well, David's back. Carpet's been cleaner since you stopped drinking. Whoa. Michael, David, hello. How are you? Not sure. I thought it was David, but you keep saying Michael, so I'm a little bit confused. But Mr. Gamble, good afternoon, sir. How the devil are you? I didn't want to gamble on getting your name wrong. So I always thought it was David, but you're saying Michael there. And Rennie's in. Good evening, Rennie. How the devil are you, sir?
How are you doing?
Basically, now that obviously the curtains have been washed and there's no stains on them, the homework. Tell people what the homework was you did there, Daniel.
So obviously, regarding tonight's show, we are going to be going through the club badges of all 20 teams in the Premier League. So I have been tasked with doing my history on certain aspects of the badges, bits of history regarding this. Right now, I think I could get a job as a club historian for all 20 clubs because I was doing it for that bloody long. But expect a couple of comments. Expect me to sort of have a bit of become football's answer to Simon Cowell tonight.
Okay. Terry is saying the comments appearing fuzzy on screen.
Put the drink down, Terry. Put the drink down.
Yeah, they look okay to me. How do they look to everybody else? I've just put it up and made it go large. And it looked okay to me. Just ask Kate, who's watching, obviously from the sidelines. What? Just ask her there, Dan. Kate,
she's already put the comment in. She's already put the comment in.
Oh.
She says it's fine. She's given me a thumbs up.
There we go. I thought you got a smile on your face.
Yay, I'm in the good books for once in 7 years.
I just thought you sat down in the wrong place.
And now I've got a middle finger, so I'm back in the bad books. I like it.
In fact, Chris is looking fuzzy. I think you'll find. I think, Terry, that the thing is here. The common denominator is you. He's going to reboot. It sounds like you need to. It sounds like
if not, just go into the little settings button at the side, and it should ask you what the quality of your video is, and you can put it up to maximum, which should be 720, and that should help. Which Kate, funnily enough, because we seem to, think exactly the same sometimes. She's put the exact same thing in the comment.
I'm not looking at that at the moment because the question is,
are you ready? I'm saying, are you ready?
And now for something completely different.
Not yet, and I'd give that bathroom another 5 minutes.
Hey, how people find you, young man?
They can find me on here, helping out the aged, as he's always said. But yes, they can find me on Turf Moorhouse TV, a championship channel. I will save you, the hassle of having to belittle my little club. But yes, you can find me on Turf Moorhouse TV on YouTube, and obviously on all social media platforms. So thanks for having me again, Chris.
Indeed. No. I mean, I may be the senior citizen here, but obviously having yourself on my shows, like I said the other day, is like giving to the local food banks. It's taking pity upon those that are less well off than ourselves. So it's always a pleasure to have you on. I can just say, I am feeling this is a totally weird experience here, that Kate is giving out IT advice. I never thought I would see the day.
She's not only a mod, but she's a YouTube bot in to sort out your every internet need.
Yes. But there's only Dan knows how to turn her on and off again.
It's like one of those old TVs with a big back. You just have to give it a whack, and sometimes it works.
Anybody's watching, we do not recommend.
We do not condone that.
No, we don't condone that, and we don't recommend drinking Stella because of that. Oh, Terry, we're all okay now. I am fuzzyless. Kate doesn't even do that, Chris. The turning on or the turning off. I'm sure he manages one of them, but which one? But anyway, this is going to be a mad show. I don't care. Anything we're going to try and keep on topic. I doubt that we will agree. She says she's good at comps.
Computers.
Yeah, I was just thinking, does she mean like Hangman or Connect 4 or something like that?
Tic-tac-toe, absolute professional at it.
Only because she has holes in her tights. Anyway, let us move on. So we are going to go through all the 20 Premier League badges. Time is getting on, so I think we should probably make a start here. Now, you're going to give us a fact about each one, Dan, and then we will vote. We'll give it 5 is that we really, really like it, Leicester, and 1 is that we don't really understand why it even exists, and then we'll total up at the end and see how they all do. So it's 1 to 5. You'd normally think we would be starting with Arsenal, but was Dan in the scouts? He has had loads of badges.
No.
I think Terry.
Although, as a fact get, the way I eat my food, I probably end up with a lot of food badges, but that's about it.
Well, I think that joke deserves this, Terry. Oh, indeed. Right. Okay. So let us get up and going. It's been a while for me. I can't know about you, Dan, but here we go. The first badge isn't, in fact, Arsenal, and they were top of the league up until Friday night. AFC Bournemouth. Now, I'll go on. I'll let you go first on this one, Dan.
Well, it's a strange one. They weren't called Bournemouth. They were just originally Bournemouth to begin with. They added the AFC in because they wanted to be top of the leagues, really, for teams beginning with A. So that's why it was added predominantly in the early years. They nicknamed the Cherries, but the badge has literally no ode to cherries at all. In fact, the last badge to showcase / mention cherries was in 81 to 83. Since then, they've had 3 different badge variations, all consisting of the player's head and a ball. And the current badge they have now came to light in 2013, with obviously the golden lettering of the club and all packed neatly into a shield design. I think it's quite nice. As I said, the fact that they've nicknamed the Cherries basically was based on the fact of, the kit colour, really. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't get for me, I don't get the player's head and the ball. I understand it's about football, but
yeah, I mean, to me, I'll be honest with you, that looks like an advert for Clairol. Because
in fact, the actual player looks like the person that advertised on the back of, was it Schwarzkopf flaming shampoo or something?
It does look like a because I'm worth it. I mean, and that's not heading a ball. I mean, if you got the ball at that angle, you'd be knocked out. You'd be carried off the pitch.
Exactly. Unless that's a silhouette of Ronaldinho, then to be honest, it's not right. And in today's society as well, it won't surprise me in a few years if heading's completely gone from football. So does that mean they're going to have to remove that image from their badge?
I don't know. And if you have a look, because the ball is actually in front of the player, he's actually missing the header anyway. Yeah,
exactly. It looks like it's smashed him in the temple and it's sort of about to go out for a throw-in or something. And by this point, he's already, if they'd have took a picture 2 seconds later, he's on the floor with headache.
Yes. Now, I haven't got an up-to-date site that's given me any rankings for these or not. So I am actually having to go back to like the 2021 season. So there might be a few clubs in here or that are obviously in the Premier League now that weren't back then. But out of the 20, Sports Joe, which I'm sure everybody knows, actually put this in 20th place. Yes, 20 out of 20. Also, it says, is that header going backwards? The person in this badge is scoring an own goal, which is appropriate because that's what the badge itself is. So you like it? Out of 5 then? Out of 5 then, Dan?
This one's going to get a 2 for me. It's not exactly the worst, but it's certainly down there with them.
Yeah, it's not down with the kids, is it?
Definitely not.
It's got the stripes in, but apart from that and the name, I've probably got to agree with you. There are worse. I was going to give it 1, but I'll give it 2. I'll give it 2 because they're only just up the road from me here. I don't want anything. I don't want to wake up with a horse in my bed or anything like that. Renee says, "Thank you very much, sir. Hit that likes button and subscribe. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Hey, lent some original kit to get Barcelona up and running. Who did?
Bournemouth did.
Did they? Wow.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, they lent them some kit.
Well, where were they when they were going out of business a few years ago?
They're probably going to have to do it again soon.
Probably. Renee, 5 out of 10, but we're only going out of 5. So, yeah, I'll give it we'll say you gave it a 2.5. David's gone for a 3. I've just answered your question, Kate. It's a Maradona header against England, says Renee. Terry Fuller, 2 out of 5, and Kate's 2. A lot of people agreeing with us and going for 2 out of 5. But now then, the interesting thing is, as I am going, this is Sports Joe, and I'm trying to. It won't show me when this was actually published, but in 19th place, they actually had the Burnley badge.
Did they?
Yeah, but it was the old Burnley badge with the
Which one?
There's one with the stork on the top.
What sort? It's very similar to the one that we've got now, but with the stork on top.
Stork on the top, holding an egg in its claw. So they put that at 19th, and they said, so what it looks like has happened here is that Burnley have taken one crest and then put that crest inside another crest to create some weird Russian doll type job. Why are there so many animals? What are those bees doing there? Why is there a lion trapped under some stairs? Nightmare. But we come on to, of course, Arsenal.
We do indeed.
Which, because with that name, they are the bottom club, or they should be. Your thoughts on this one, Dan?
Yeah, it's a crest that's been used since 2002. They've used that to embrace the future and move forward. Speaking of moving forward, the cannon on the badge prior to this one was facing the other way, which may explain why they are firing blanks and success has faltered. And the previous badge had a Latin quote, Victoria Concordia Crescit, which meant victory grows out of harmony. And as I said to you earlier, there's no team harmony at Arsenal for at least a full season.
At least. Boom, boom. And that one, that is your first. So now then, I quite like this. I've got to be honest with you. It's the shield shape. I prefer circular ones, if I'm honest, but it does what it says on the tin. They're the Gunners, and it's got a gun on there. Says the club quite clearly. It's not all fussy and all over. I like the bold colours. I'm one of these that I don't like. I like colours that complement each other, but they're opposites, if you know what I mean. So like black and white rather than black and a very dark grey. So I'm gonna give this 5.
Oh, this has gone up there with.
Yes, I do like that one.
I must say it's not a bad one. I don't know whether I'd say it 5. I think I do like how simplistic it is. Sometimes you can have a badge that is too simplistic and literally looks like, what's that trying to represent?
Yeah.
But as you said, it does do everything that it's meant to do. It tells you they're the Gunners, so it's sort of got the nickname in there. The name stands out. It's a strange one because usually with badges, you see the name of the football club emblazoned in capitals, but it's not. It's written as though like they're writing like they've just written it out on a piece of paper with a capital A. It's not all block capitals. I'm not going to give it a 5. Can we do 0.5s?
No.
Or round it up to the nearest number? I'm going to go down the middle. In fact, I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go 3.
Yeah, no, this is your opinion. It's a bad one, but it's your opinion. Rico's back in. Good evening, sir. How are you? Funnily enough, Anthony loves this one. He gives it a 5. Same
as the Southampton one.
Yeah, but he will give 6 to Southampton. We know that, obviously. Rennie says it looks like the Titanic. Can I have what you're on, please, Rennie? Despite this, I like the badge. Despite them, I like the badge. I mean, yeah, this is not about liking the team, supporters, club, whatever. It's all about the badge. Rennie really does like it. He's gone for 6 out of 5. David says, hate the club, but badge 4. And, of course, Arsenal are where the munitions are kept, of course. And that is the idea, I think. It looks gun machine. I think that's the idea. I do think that is the idea. Looks like a gun machine. Kate's gone for a 4. Tell you what, Kate, let's get your votes in here as well. What did she go for AFC Bournemouth?
She joined us with a 2.
She joined us with a 2. Right. Okay. So, what did they? If Sports Joe put them in 4th place, basically because that's where they always used to finish in the Premier League. It is. Oh God! It is a good badge, though. It's strong and simple without being boring.
Yeah,
like most of their fans, strong and simple.
Hi, Anthony.
Yes, indeed.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Okay, let's. Terry would prefer Cannon in black, though. And all saying hello to everybody else. Fair, yeah. Okay, so moving on. Now, this to me is like. It's not blowing your own trumpet. It's really blowing your own tuba. Because we're moving on to Aston Villa.
Yeah. A strange one, to be fair. Although I enjoyed looking into the history of this one because there was a lot to do with it. As much as, again, it's one of those badges that sort of is literally just an abbreviation of the name, a lion and a star. And I'm thinking, right, what's the meaning behind those? From the beginning, Aston Villa have always had a lion present on their badge. In fact, their first badge was just a red lion. That's due to their first ever president of the club being from a Scottish background. Obviously, he put the lion on there.
We all know how Scotland is absolutely full of lions. You can't walk down Shucky Hall Street without bumping into one or two of them, I'll tell you.
Or as they like to call each other, lion bastard. But it was, the president of the club was from a Scottish background. It said to personify bravery, courage and strength, which is 3 areas that Slippy G's been trying to fix for 2 seasons. The white star on the badge is dedicated to winning the European Cup in 1982. Their badge has been, in the past, maroon, purple and even raspberry coloured, and it was only from 2008 that it changed to burgundy. This badge was redesigned in 2016 after Villa were relegated from the Prem. They paid £100,000 for a new logo, which simply removed the word prepared from the bottom and enlarged the lion bigger and made it have claws. Sorry. So, yeah, I mean, 100K for someone to literally just, copy and paste something. Absolute madness. But, people will pay silly money for just a little thing like that.
That's a very harsh opinion of Jack Grealish.
You know what, Chris? I'll give you that. I like that. I like that. That is deserving. That is deserving.
I'm laughing myself, and I ain't just thought of it. You see, I know I just said simplistic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the yellow. I mean, I know obviously lions are yellow, obviously, but that sort of colour. I just don't like the colours together. I don't mean the claret and blue because that's the team colours. I would have loved to have seen what the raspberry was like, I'll tell you. But I think the fact that they've gone so self-indulgent that they've given themselves 1 star in their badge because they won a European Cup 50, 60, 70 years ago, whenever it was. I mean, how big-headed do you get? I mean, you get stars on your badge for winning the World Cup. You don't get... I mean, they were playing in the Champions League, at the bottom of the Champions League at one point, and they still had a star on there saying, we've done it. And there's another club, not a million miles away, that does the same. Because of that, I can only give it a 3 because I think they're just being so big-headed in sticking that on, and I'm marking them down 1. Must try harder. What about yourself there, Mr. Morehouse? You love the colours, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Being a Burnley fan, claret and blue is, basically I just love it, obviously, because of the Burnley colours. But the fact that apparently we adorned claret and blue because of Aston Villa made me think, right, who's told me that, and why are you lying if I've been told it's maroon, purple, and even raspberry? So, however, that said, I'm going to give this a 3. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to give it a 3.
You're going to give it a 3. Right. Well, all I can say to whoever designed this badge, like you say, with the extra money they paid out for it and putting the 1 star there.
Get a life, will you,
love? Kate was going to say 3.
It's like that thing from Come Down With Me, isn't it? Enjoy the money. Enjoy the money. Maybe you can use it to get some lessons in grace and decorum. Now get out of my house.
Oh, Rico says trouble at Villa captaincy. Yeah, I heard Mings had been dropped, but I didn't realise him and Watkins had fallen out. Anthony Course, I think that was to the Southampton bit. They will have a crown soon on it when Prince William is king. David's giving it 1. Good man, David. 3 for the Villa badge, says Anthony. James says, I thought that said Hove. Renee, I think we've said what about the star now, haven't we? So we've answered that one for you. 2 for Renee, and Terry's a 2 as well. And James says Brentford will always be one of the best at badges. I wonder if you are actually a B, as they say. And I have to be honest with you here. I'd love it if I had a B sound effect. Wouldn't that be rather cool? And I haven't. So this is the nearest. That was them. Of course, that was after Buddy Holly had passed away. Oh. This is Leicester Till I Die.
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform. Or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already and smash the likes. And, of course, to Dan's channel as well. He is in the details below. Because we keep him normally in the cellar. We only let him out when we need him to come on the show.
Like a good wine. Like when you've got family round, or I guess you're trying to impress, and you dig me out of the cellar.
I was thinking more like an Austrian child, sorry, to be honest with you.
Oh, there's me thinking I've got my own little room, like a court jester or something. Come in to be, a class clown.
No. I mean, Harry Potter gets better room than you do. Right, Brentford, sir. Before we get told to buzz off, take the sting out of my jokes and tell me all about Brentford.
Yeah, their badge changed quite recent, really. Obviously, 2017. The previous one was used since 1993. It had complications due to lots going on in the badge and the evolving difficulties of online media. So the B in particular was specially commissioned to look more angular and aggressive. The stadium move, the badge change, now in the Premier League. Change can be a good thing, and it certainly benefited Brentford. So fair play to them. And I added ... Can I have Ben Mee back?
You don't need him. You're doing all right. I think David's off. He's given 3.
It's smelling from here. It's smelling from here.
David. James Callum's gone 2. I'm guessing that was for Villa because that was the way back. I quite like this one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I do.
It's bright. It's simple. You've got the logo on there, which there's their nickname, which is the Bees. I like, the red, the white, and the gold are the ones that stand out. I like this one, and
it's circular. You do love a circular badge, Chris.
Well. All my life's a circle, as the New Seekers once sung. And if you're under 40, go and ask your parents. I do, yeah. I'm going to give this a 5. I do like this one. I do like this one a lot.
Yeah, you can put me down for a 5 as well. I think this is getting top marks. I do like the Brentford badge. There's not much to it. But I do like it.
I'm giving you a high 5.
Oh,
honestly,
I didn't know whether you were telling me to stop. I thought you were either telling me to stop because you wanted to play a jingle, or
oh no,
I'm just as bad as Kate now. I'm just as bad as Kate. Kate were trying to reverse off back street other week, and I'm like, right. I said you're angling too much. I said stop, and I've got my hand out, and she just thought, no, I can do this on my own. I don't need you to tell me to stop, and nearly ran over my foot. I mean, clearly a hand signal should be enough.
Kate, one job. You've got one job. And you failed. Good woman. You know what I mean? You took him all the way down to Watford. You could have run over him. Come on. When he got out for a pee, drive off. Honestly, Kate, really am. Right, let's have a look. Rene's gone 3 out of 4 or 3 to 4 for this one. I think he probably means. He loves this one. James has gone 5 for this as well. Anthony's 3 for Brentford. Well, a bit biased there, but I get what I do understand. My favourite up to now, says Terry, 4. Kate's gone a 4. Oh, she's been a bit hard now. She is the Simon Cowell. Oh, she's the Amanda Holden. I'm not going to say.
More of a Louis Walsh.
She's got a bit of a look of Louis Walsh about her, hasn't she?
She's got potential.
I think it's the hair. James is in. Good evening, James. How are you?
She founded the band, Chris, Northwest Laugh. That was poor.
I don't even think I've got a jingle that actually even sums that up, mate.
No. I don't blame you.
Let's have a look.
Oh no!
Probably.
Oh no! Oh no!
I thought about it, Chris, but I didn't want bloodstains on my tyres.
You were sat in the car, it wouldn't have ended up on your T-shirt.
Tyres, she said.
Yeah, exactly. I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You don't get it when people say tyres because Like, you know, when people put a bit of, like, put weight on or something, and they go, "Oh, I've got a bit of tires or something." She knows I'm joking because she's not like that at all. But
Yes,
she is just loud and proud. Called me a twit of the A variety.
Jordan says 5. Good evening, Jordan. He says yes to Kate, and Kate says yes back. How much are you giving this one, Kate?
4, she said, I think.
Oh, she did. I've got it down. Kate, he's very dumped. Basically saying I'm fat.
You're not.
I was thinking it was something higher than that, so I think I would take that and move on.
That's what her plan is. Now that I'm dumped, she's going to take it and move on.
Hayden is, yeah, we know what to do that. Daniel should see his tractor tire under his shirt. Can I just say,
she's been nice to me there. I've always seen myself more as a monster truck tire, but thanks for the compliment.
It's the fact that you eat straw. That's what it is.
I've got the face of a monster.
I am keeping out of this argument. There was a thing, I think, on the Sun the other day about which club has the fattest fans. And I think Newcastle were first, and I think Leicester was second. And I'm thinking, I don't remember them asking me that. I really don't. Anyway. Meantime, the show broke out in the middle of all this banter. After Brentford, we have the Seagulls. Again, I haven't got a seagull sound, so that's not really a seagull.
To be fair, Chris, you don't need one. You only have to open a window because sometimes half of the time when you're live, you can hear a nice little seagull in the background. But no, their current crest was introduced in 2011. Their former chairman, Dick Knight, funnily enough, wanted to sweep away all the remnants of the old disgraced regime and so basically an updated crest as a sign to supporters of new beginnings and happier times. Up until 1977, Brighton had been known as the Dolphins. And then from then, they adopted the name the Seagulls. And as I've said...
Oh, no. Oh, no. I am not having that. I've got to say this. I'm not accusing you. Not your fault here. But I am not.
Oh, no.
There's only one football club that's nicknamed the Dolphins, and that's Poole Town.
Exactly.
They've got it on the crest. So, Brighton, you can do one.
Well, it's like I said, that after 77, they adopted the name the Seagulls. And as I said, they probably did it to piss Crystal Palace off. So, probably pettiness at its best.
Indeed. Now, I look at this, but can I just say, by the way, we have one seagull that is a friend of ours. We always put some food out for him. He's our favourite seagull. It's Stephen. You must know him.
Oh, you can't beat Stephen Seagull, can you?
You can't, no. Not that you'd want to, though. He's a bit hard. In fact, it does come up actually and tap on your window sometimes. You think, what the hell is that? And he's tapping at the window. Anyway, that's my seagull joke gone for the night. I like this. It's everything. As good as Brentford's is, this is completely the opposite for me. Yes, it's simple. Yes, it's got the name on, and it's blue and white, which are the club's colours. But I don't know. There's just the Brentford one kind of jumped out at me and grabbed me. That's probably because of from where they are in London.
You probably had a crumb on your t-shirt. A seagull just swooped down and took it.
No, they just shit on me. But no, I'm going to give it a 4 because it is everything that I said I've liked, which is that you got the crest, the nickname in there with the seagull. It's the club colours, but it just feels like something is missing.
Yeah, I have to agree with you that this. I don't know. I think it might just be the fact that with the B on the Brentford badge, it sort of expands quite wide. And And with the seagull in the middle, it's almost like there's too much white going on. I don't know. As I say, it's all opinion. I'm
That's
torn
what I'm
between
paying you vast amounts of money to give, though.
I'm torn between a four and a 3. I'm really am. I'm going to give it a 3.
Oof,
I'm going to give it a 3. I just
Okay.
think I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if the blue had some sort of design into it, I don't know. Maybe the stripes of the kit.
I mean, there is a little bit of colour there in the fact that it's got a yellow beak, but it
Yeah.
doesn't really do much. It don't, no.
Is that a yellow beak or is it just nicked a chip?
Either or. Either or. Kate, I'm just waiting for... Oh, Kate's giving it a 2. Wow. Wow, Kate, yeah, she is being bloody Simon Cowell, aren't you?
It's all frosty knickers.
Yeah. James Callahan, 4.5. We're not doing halves, guys. 3.5. He's then dropped it down to. I like a man who knows his mind. 3 for Terry, 3 out of 5. Could be a pigeon. It could indeed. I don't know. That doesn't like a pigeon. What are you lot drinking out there tonight? And I've got water here to try and stay sober. What are you lot all drinking? God help us. God help us. Look, this is Leicester Till I Die TV. This is the Big Bad Shirt Show. No, it's not. It's the Big Bad Show. It's not easy for me to say with these teeth. And please subscribe to Leicester Till I Die. And if you have already subscribed, please smash the likes on this video and make sure you also nip over to Turf Morehouse TV, Dan's channel, and give them a follow as well. We'll be back after this.
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform. Or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Indeed, we are all over your social media. We've got Twitch and TikTok as well. Unlike Dan, we haven't got OnlyFans yet, but you never know. You never know. Chelsea, Dan, talk to me about Chelsea.
Well, the crest is a modernised version of the 1950s badge. The only bits that differ from the original are the footballs and flowers are on the side instead of the top, and the wording, which was along the bottom as one word, is now Chelsea at the top with Football Club at the bottom. The lion standing on its hind legs was taken from the family coat of arms of the then head of Earl Cadogan Club. The lion also holds a staff which is same as that of Westminster Abbot Pastoral Staff. And the Scarlet Roses of Lancaster symbolise and represent England, although the two footballs are there to basically identify the club as a sports organisation. However, with the way they sign players for silly money and sell them back to their former clubs for peanuts, it's less sports organisation and more laughing stock.
Whoa. Yeah, it makes sense that they need to identify themselves as a sporting club because it says football club at the bottom, and you wouldn't. Nobody that would read that would think, oh, maybe that's a sports club. I wonder. I mean, to me, there is so much wrong with this. I mean, the lion has obviously broken its neck. I mean, it's turned around, 180 degrees. How do you do that? No, it's definitely broken its neck. And it looks like it's just holding a big key. It looks like it's about to sneak into somebody's room late at night.
It looks like it's been out on piss. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and someone said, I'll give you a tenner if you can turn your head and lick your tail.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the flowers are doing on there.
I think that might be, as it does say that it's the Scarlet Roses of Lancaster, which symbolise and represent England. But for me, I'd have thought you'd have probably had more like something to do with potentially the Chelsea Flower Show. But
or at least something to do with maybe the Chelsea pensioners. I mean, that's the red, I guess. But no, I just don't see the point of those. and the footballs when it says football club at the bottom. For me, it gets a 3 because it's rounded like the gold and blue together, but I can't go higher than a 3, I'm afraid.
No, I'm gonna join you in a 3. I'm gonna join you in a 3. Not much else to say about it.
Well, let's see if Kate will as well, and then we've got the
3. To be fair, there's not much to say other than on this Chelsea badge. You hit the nail on the head there. To be honest, it's just a bit strange, isn't it? You know, the broken neck lion that's basically trying to keep it. You see these people in hospital, don't you? You know, that are holding a drip. That's what that lion's doing. Hoping that the pain will eventually, alleviate from its neck.
Oh, no. You're giving it a 3, are you? I mean,
I am indeed.
Like I say, I'm just, let me just get the comments up here. Terry says, I think it should have a Chelsea pensionate on to reflect their play. Whoa, boom, boom. Kate goes 4. Well, that's the threesome over, isn't it? That didn't last long. Maybe it'll last longer in my mind. I don't know. Chelsea, 4 from Anthony. And then we're back to the pigeon joke. We've already said that, haven't we? So, right. We are then on to, if I can move my thing in the right direction, Brighton's favourite club, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, they've only just updated this badge as of the 18th of June this year. So under the red football, which, to be fair, you probably can't see on the graphic, it does now say 1861, which was the year that the original team was set up by cricketers from the Palace Club, replacing...
Of course, it could also be the fact that somebody bought a very cheap digital watch off the market.
A Del Boy finest.
Hey! Oh, I'm on form tonight.
And it replaces the 1905 National Club was founded. But in 1973, a new manager arrived in Malcolm Allison, and he totally rebranded the club. So he changed the shirts to red and blue stripes and the nickname to the Eagles. They had no official club crest until the late 40s. For a club that was founded in 1861, that's mad. The badge at that time was the famous glass building of Crystal Palace, but it had a claret and blue shield on it, or better known round my neck of the woods as a glorified greenhouse.
Do you know what? I like it because, again, you know, the logo, it incorporates the Crystal Palace, which is obviously, you know, famous. It is a famous building. It's got an eagle, which obviously is their crest, their nickname. You've got the football and you've got the team name. I mean, it does, again, one of those that does everything that it says on the tin. It gets a 5 from me.
Oh, wow, full marks. I don't think I can go that far. I think, again, this is probably a 3.
A 3. Oh.
It's different from every other badge, which is what I like, because obviously it's so easy to just sort of copy a shield where they've gone completely different. And, you know, they've got the eagle there at the top, you know, on top of the glass building of Crystal Palace. I sort of like the look of it, but I don't know this. I think because you can barely make out the glass building in the background, it's a little bit sort of like, is that eagle just floating? Is that ball just one of those where it's between two magnets and it sort of doesn't know whether to, you know, it's sort of just balancing in the middle. But yeah, I'll give it a 3. I'll give it a 3. I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Kate has gone for a 4. And talking about, and so has Bcrom. Good evening, sir, again. And talking about what we were just missing out on.
Oh, I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! Oh, that's the last time I ride this bike up here.
Yeah. That was not Dan. That was not Dan doing his hot chip challenge. Although the sound effects could have been. For those of you, again, over the age of 50, there used to be a Christmas song that came out. It was Rent a Santa, Bionic Santa. I don't know which one was first, but this was actually a B-side. And you actually had 3 minutes of him going, oh, and then at the end it says that. By which time my mum had knocked on my door and said, "What the fuck you doing in there?" Honest, Mum, it's a record. Yeah, right, okay, you know. Just don't use your hanky, use the tissue. Oh dear, let's move on. Toffees, it's Everton next.
Yeah, it is indeed. They've had a bit of drama with their badge in recent times. They changed their crest. Sorry, I started reading Palaces out then. In Everton's crest is obviously the Prince Rupert's Tower, which is the oldest building in Everton itself, dating back to the 18th century. There's 2 laurel wreaths, which are the symbols of success and victory, 2 things that Everton has struggled with for a good few years. And then they have now brought back the Latin saying nil satis nisi optimum, which means only the best is good enough. And as I said earlier, try telling that to Dele Alli. This crest has been used since 2014 as a petition with well over 22,000 signatures was put in front of the Everton board after they removed the wreaths and Latin quote for the 2013 campaign, which they only adorned for 1 season before they created this. But yeah, I think it's a nice kit, so a nice logo. I'll come straight off the bat. I'm going to give this one a 4.
A 4. Now, for me, I mean, again, I know I said I like circular badges, but again, they've attempted to do something different. And it just gets annoying, certainly from us, I think, as creators and doing the artwork for these shows, when badges aren't circular and we've got to put them in a circle to be able to display them. Again, Everton, it's big and bold. It's got the club saying bold. Not from what Kate said. It's got, like you say, it's got the links to the area with the tower. I've got to agree with you. I'm going to give it a 4.
I think it's a nice one. As I say, I know they've had to change it up and about a bit, but there's a lot of history to Everton as well. Like the reason why they were called the Toffees, if I remember off the top of my head, was because apparently there was a woman at the stadium back when when Everton had first started out, and she was selling mints, like blue and white mints there, with toffees written across them, and since that date, it's sort of been it's not been any change. It's sort of stuck with them.
Not a lot of people know that, of course. So not many people probably wanted to. But of course, they did actually, as we know, they did start out actually playing at Anfield, didn't they?
They did, yeah. And then obviously when Liverpool wanted to become a club, they let them have Anfield and they buggered off to something a little bit less. It's a bit like finding out, you've won $1 million, spending it all, and then going, oh well, somebody else can enjoy the fun now. We haven't got a pot to piss in.
Yes. Beacon was a 1, Terry was a 4, Anthony was a 3, Kate was a 2. Oh,
wow!
Now then, I know I shouldn't do that one because that's.
That's the team after Chris.
Yes. Whenever I say now, then I always want to fall into that particular accent, but I managed to stop myself, thank God. I love the fact that because I don't sleep well at night, so usually about 2-3 in the morning, there's nothing on telly, but on Channel 5 they've been doing these countdowns of the top singles from all these years, and you're going through the 70s at the moment, and they get to where a certain artist was in the chart. So he had the 5th best selling, and it just goes 5th and then moves on. Doesn't play his song at all. Quite right as well. But talking about things that aren't quite right and should be in jail where they belong, I mean, for me, we hit an all-time low here.
We do. Just thought I'd let you know as well that the draw has started for the second round of the Carabao Cup. They are doing the southern. They are doing the southern ones at the moment, though.
That's not. We're in the north.
Yeah, we are in the north. Although it's not coming up with the names of the teams. It's just the guys telling you, but it's not coming up with the names. So on the video through Carabao Cup's Twitter page, it's just telling you the numbers.
It's a bit useless, isn't it?
Yeah, usually they have the names come across the bottom, but
yeah,
I don't know whether we're at where we are or what now. I haven't a clue.
I can read a few out for you here. We'll just do this quickly. Norwich are playing Bournemouth. I'll read the home team out first. Oxford Crystal Palace, Watford MK Dons, Colchester Brentford, Wycombe Bristol City, Walsall Charlton, Crawley Fulham, Cambridge at home to Southampton, and Gillingham versus Exeter, Forest Green versus Brighton, wow, and Stevenage versus Peterborough.
Right, I think Burnley have just been drawn out because I saw number 5 come out.
It hasn't come up here yet. It is updating it live as I'm speaking. We'll stop at Stevenage Peterborough because my update has stopped. And we'll talk Fulham and then we'll come back to it when we've done this. So, Fulham, sir.
Yeah, Fulham. The thing's gone back to the top again now. Fulham's crest was introduced in May 2001. Research from the club said that only 14%.
Sorry, just to stop you there. Sorry, Stevenage, Peterborough. That's it for the southern complete now.
Right, brilliant.
So sorry, do go back to Fulham. Sorry, I do apologise, sir.
Sorry, that. The research from the club said that only 14% of the football supporters actually recognised Fulham's previous design. It was also introduced to give the club a separate identity, as the former badge was owned by the London Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham. It also wreaked havoc in trademarking. The letters FFC have been present since the mid-70s. The clean and bold outline emphasises stability. Don't know how that works when they are a yo-yo team from the Championship, season in, season out.
Do we know what the FFC stands for? I'm being sarcastic. This has got to be the worst badge ever. Not just the Premier League, anywhere. How utterly boring is it? I mean, it's got the club's colours on, black and white. And it's got three letters that don't even look nice. It's not even a nice font for it. It's just, I am actually going to. I've given it a 1 out of sympathy. I'm going to be honest with you. I was very tempted to give it a 0. To be fair, but no, it's a 1. It's a 1 from me.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a bit bland. It's just too bland. I don't know what it is. There's just something not right about it. I don't want to say too much in it, really. Just it's bland.
Well, the threesome is back on because Kate, Bristol City beat Coventry apparently. Uninspiring 1. Beecrom's gone 0. The worst, Brad. Hope Brad not watching. I don't get why that would affect Brad, but still. But yeah, 3-1s there for it. Right, let's have a look at the northern section of the draw. Bolton are at home to Aston Villa. Derby will be taking on either West Brom or Sheffield United. Wolves are hosting Preston. Leeds will be taking on Yorkshire rivals Barnsley.
Ooh.
Fleetwood are going to be hosting Everton. Sheffield Wednesday will be playing Rochdale.
Oh.
Tranmere are going to be hosting Newcastle. Rotherham are going to be playing Morecambe. This is going to be Leicester Burnley, isn't it?
Could you imagine?
Yeah. Barrow is going to be they're hosting Lincoln. Stockport are hosting Leicester City.
Oh.
Stockport are hosting Leicester City. And it has stopped. Oh, here we go again. Bradford are going to be playing Blackburn Rovers.
Oh.
All the bees. So you haven't got them either. I wonder if they forgot to put your ball in, mate. Probably that bloody eagle from Crystal Palace has flown in, picked it up and gone off with it. Yeah. Grimsby are playing Nottingham Forest. There you go. Then 2 clubs that both stink of fish. Let's have a look here, and I think we've stopped again a little bit here. Oh, yeah, you got an away tie, sir. Burnley are away to Shrewsbury.
I've just been pre-season. That's all right. And that's someone's win. So if we get knocked out, who gives a shit?
At least you know the way.
Yeah, true. But although tickets will probably be about same price as well as a pre-season friendly. So.
Yeah.
That's me my day. At least I don't miss out on like an actual really decent away day because I wanted somebody really crap, like you've got with Stockport. I'd have loved a day out to watch, Burnley away at Stockport.
That was it. You were the last ball out.
We were.
So let us run through that again. There's no actual ties that kind of jump up and go, hey, this is brilliant. Norwich, Bournemouth, starting with the South. Newport versus Portsmouth. Oh, God, that means Mike's got to drive past us to get there. Oxford versus Crystal Palace. Watford, MK Dons. Colchester, Brentford. Wycombe, Bristol City. Walsall, Charlton. Crawley, Fulham. Cambridge, Southampton. Gillingham, Exeter. Forest Green, Brighton. Stevenage will take on Peterborough. That's all in the south. And then in the north, Bolton host Aston Villa. Derby will play whoever gets through from West Brom, Sheffield United. Wolves will take on Preston. Leeds will take on Barnsley. I suppose that's about the juiciest, I think, because of the locality.
Yeah.
Fleetwood, Everton. Sheffield Wednesday, Rochdale. Tranmere, Newcastle. Rotherham, Morecambe. Barrow, Lincoln. Stockport, Leicester. Bradford, Blackburn. Grimsby, Nottingham Forest. Shrewsbury, Burnley. Things that stick out to me there is a lot of the bigger clubs, like, Leicester are obviously bigger than Stockport, but we're going to Stockport. So it gives their fans the chance to, see a Premier League team. Shrewsbury, again, I know they've just played you, but they'll be able to see a bigger team in Burnley. The other thing and Tranmere, Newcastle, and to me, you've got Tranmere, and I don't know, are they still in the top 4? Or have they now dropped? I think they've dropped.
Yeah, they're in League. They're in League Two. They're in League Two.
They're in League Two, are they? Right. But what I think is, and the likes of Fleetwood, those clubs, they don't have to travel to. You can imagine, sort of, Portsmouth or Newport having to travel all the way to Newcastle to play. It's like I do like that idea. But that's just a little bit extra for you there, guys. If you're watching the Carabao Cup draw, because we all want to win the Carabao Cup, don't we? Right. Moving on. This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please give us a subscribe and a like, and to Dan's channel as well, the details of which are in the description below. Leeds United. Boo.
Yeah, the Leeds crest has been used since 2002. There's not much difference in their last 3 badges, apart from the fact that they've rounded the top off the logo and altered the white rose of York. In 2018, they tried to create a crest that had an individual beating their chest, a symbol that has become a show of Yorkshire solidarity. However, if I saw a Leeds fan beating their chest, I'd tell them to get back in their cave where they've hidden so long with their history.
Whoa, bum bum. I remember that badge actually. When I was doing badge, just
the person like that, weren't it?
Yeah. I like this because I like the blue and yellow. I'm not going to lie. What I don't like about it is teams that put, like with Fulham, like with Leeds here, the teams that put the lettering going down the middle, well, not just down the middle, but they're going down. We don't read like that. We read across.
What I would love to have seen Leeds United going down, Chris, but unfortunately I had to suffer watching Burnley do it instead.
Whoa, I like that one, sir. I like that one. But no, I'm going. I think she has to have that break in the middle to breathe, otherwise she'd kill herself.
Yeah, that.
Yes. I know, I like that. I do like that. But no, I mean, why have the lettering going down? I think it just looks stupid. What I do like, I've always liked Leeds. There used to be a clothing company called Admiral.
Yes. Yeah.
And they used to do some amazing kits. They really did. They did the England one where it was sort of stripes going across the top. And the first club that actually adopted an Admiral kit and took the risk on them was Leeds United, and they made it their away shirt.
That kit you've got on there is Admiral, isn't it?
This one I've got on here is Admiral, indeed.
Yeah.
Because, as I was just about to say, they are a Leicester company.
Right. I didn't know they were actually Leicestershire based.
Yeah. Well, they're not anymore because they're getting bump. But before they went bump, they were a Leicester company. But to me, they always produced really interesting kits. You know what I mean? There's nothing boring about them.
Yeah.
You know? And our kit this year is a throwback to the Worthington Weller era at Leicester, where we had like a big, thick white beading going around there with loads of little Admiral logos on. It is really cool. And this year's, as I say, shirt is a homage to that. But I do like the colours. I do think it stands out. For me, I'm going to give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go down the middle with a 3. It's a strange one because obviously they're playing white.
Like their lettering.
Yeah, exactly. They're playing white. Something that basically, I think it was Don Revie that basically changed them to playing white. From what I read earlier, because they were predominantly playing in, yellow and blue. So Don Revie came in and changed that, and it seemed to help them and stuck. But they've had the badge where it's been in white with blue, and changed the logo up.
Who could forget the Leeds United badge, which was just basically an L and a U on their side? Have you not seen that one?
Sorry, my internet just went off. I do apologise.
No, they had a badge 73 to 76, and then they changed it 76, 77, but just changed the colours around. But it was an L and a U in like real chunky font, and it was on its side. Oh,
yes, it looked like a smile, didn't it? And then sort of the U sat in it. Yeah.
Yes. 2018 they had the old. I don't know why. I must admit, just while we're here, Brighton and Hove Albion, there at one time they had a badge that just said BH AFC or something like that. But I've got to say, Burnley, right? Just while we're on this, Burnley. Now, the crest I remember when I was there was like, apart from the 1983, when for some reason you just went BFC, that was it.
Yeah.
You had Quite possibly. No, it just literally was a maroon rectangle with blue lettering in. No. Well, but either side of that, you had a really nice one with 2 lions on. It was really fancy. And now you've got a lion.
I've got that one on my leg. I've got that one tattooed on my leg, and I've got the one now tattooed on the other leg. To be fair, interesting story. I got the old one done after we'd won at Wembley, my first tattoo. And then obviously a few weeks later, they changed to that badge.
So, yeah, what was interesting about it?
Just, just you wait till we get to Leicester's. Funnily enough.
which is next. But let's see what everybody's giving Leeds in the chat.
Hopefully a lot of shit.
Guys, when you give your votes, if you can put your the name of the team next to it, because then I'm not I know who you are going for. Kate has given Leeds a 5. I suppose it's because it's their home team. Anthony,
okay, give it a 1. Kate, give it a 1.
I've got a 5 here, Kate. We know what your likes of for the your hometown club, Yorkshire.
Was 5 for the? Oh, there, she's put 1.
I know. It's because she's from Leeds, mate. Come on.
All right, I get you.
Oh, my God almighty.
I know.
Jesus. Mate, I'm thinking like, come on, Dan. Get with it. You know what I'm saying. I mean, I just don't know. But no, she gave them a 1, which I say I'm surprised for a home team. Oops. You went then for a minute, sir?
Yeah, my internet's come back on, so I switched it back on again on my phone.
Anthony, 2 for Leeds. Chris, Bernard just got, we do know. Yep, we've seen that. We were reading it all out. You obviously were on the toilet. They announced it live, Chris, on the channel. Okay, Ravi's in. Big up, Dan and Chris. All right, Ravi. All right, mate.
Hope you well, Ravi.
3 for Leeds from B-Com. 3 for Terry for Leeds. Kate, Leeds isn't even on my birth certificate. No, but it's tattooed on your heart, Kate. Oh, she loves me. She loves me not. Get with the program, Chris. I was. It was just Dan wasn't with me at all on that one. And AFC BFAN fan, is just confirming the draw as well. So then now, I mean, we might as well just end it here, mightn't we? No, because it's Liverpool.
So why have you missed out on Leicester?
Because it's in a different order for some reason on my chart. So Liverpool's come up next. Yes.
Fair enough.
I don't know why, because it was in alphabetical order, but for some reason they've obviously decided that Leicester deserved to be above Liverpool, and quite right as well.
Well, regarding Liverpool, the badge hasn't changed much apart from a bit of modernisation since the year of 1999. The top of the emblem has a stylised image of the Shankly Gate arch from the Anfield Stadium, adorned with the words from the club anthem, "You'll Never Walk Alone." The burning torches on the sides of the shield are a symbolic image of the lights at the Hillsborough Memorial in Sheffield. The year of the club foundation is depicted on the heraldic ribbon in the form of a fan's scarf at the bottom. And the mythical creature, the lava bird, is central to the badge and predominantly eating a branch, which symbolises the city's marine heritage, or in recent times, the sinking feeling of a whiny clop.
Indeed. Indeed. They did, it says here, for a few seasons, they did just go with the bird, but they've obviously gone back to the full thing now. The interesting thing, and you pointed this out to me earlier, so I'm not going to take any credit for it, and I did actually check it out. Not that I didn't believe you, but I wanted to see it. But tell us about the Liverpool Badge from from 1940 to 1980.
It's practically a glorified Manchester. The only difference between it being a Liverpool and a Manchester United badge is the fact that it has a lava bird in the centre instead of a red devil. That is pretty much the only difference. Everything else is quite close to how the United badge is. So it's a strange one. But as soon as I saw it, I even said to Kate that why Liverpool got a United badge for. So it was interesting to see.
Maybe Manchester United pinched it off Liverpool if Liverpool had it first.
Oh, well, we'll never know.
You'll never know. I like it. It's just a little bit too intricate, though, for me. I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah, I do like the sentiment behind it. I mean, I know everything that happened with Hillsborough and stuff. The fact that that's obviously been incorporated into the club's badge. You know, usually you wouldn't have something like that. It'd just be a case of, you know, that happened, and that's it. You sort of park it, but it hasn't. It shows that, you know, the thoughts of all those that passed on in such devastating factors still lives on through the Liverpool badge. So, you know, I'm with you. I can't really say about it. Okay, Klopp's a whiny little bitch, but you know what? It is what it is. I'll give it a 4. The badge doesn't depict what I think of the manager or the players.
It doesn't indeed. And it doesn't, you know, it doesn't even how we sum up the club, unless it's Notts Forest, of course, which is what we're coming up to in later on. Kate's gone 5 for Liverpool. Whoa, okay. Well done, Kate. Nothing is tattooed on my heart, not even Daniel. Oh.
No. She said the only time she'd get my name is if we got married, and even then it won't be my name. It might be my initials and the date.
Well, you got to cover yourself, haven't you?
I've got her name here. I've got her name on here underneath my t-shirt. But you know, and to be honest, I had that done pretty at the beginning of the relationship. I think we'd only been together about 2 months.
Like, you know,
I was bitten by the love bug. Way too hard.
B-Crom's gone 5 as well. I just hope you got some cream for it, mate. Okay, now then. The bet. Well, I don't know. Where do we start here? This is just go on, my son.
Well, to you, this badge will be the creme de la creme, won't it?
I should just point out I have got my will here as well, so you know. Just say I've got my will, and I've got a bit of Tipex. So just
well, obviously, this current emblem has been used since 2010. It is, however, similar to the 2002 version. The only difference is the white elements on the fox's face are now in there instead of it being all gold or yellow, amber, however you wanted to call it. In the background is a white flower with 5 petals. The cinquefoil is a symbol borrowed from the coat of arms of the city of Leicester. And in 1948, an image of a fox was incorporated for the first time into the club crest, as Leicestershire is known for foxes and fox hunting, something the other 19 teams will be trying to achieve this season, specifically from corners.
We scored from one at the weekend, I'll have you know.
See, I thought I would have been quite nice with that one, to be fair.
You were. I could be picky with some of the dates, but I'm not going to be. I mean, they also do say, and I've got a picture up on here, is that the county actually looks like a fox head. If you draw it out the way it is and chop Rutland off, it looks like a fox head, yeah. You are going to be doing that now. Interesting fact for you here, seeing as you gave me an interesting fact. I'll give one for you, which is probably just as less interesting as yours was, but it is tattoo related. The one that we had, which is this logo,
I like
here,
that one.
which is the running fox, is the one that I have got tattooed on my leg, which I said I would do if we won the Premier League. Because at that time when we were in that season, I was on Facebook. I was also blogging for the Sun, the newspaper, in their Dream Team section. And I happened to be, I was drunk. It was coming up to Christmas. I think it was a Christmas party. And somebody was bantering me about Leicester. And I said, if Leicester get a top at Christmas, I will have Chat Shit Get Banged tattooed on my arm. Leicester never do anything that you expect them to do. They were fucking top at Christmas, weren't they? So having said that I've hated tattoos for 56 years of my life, 55 years of my life, whatever it was, I had to go and get a tattoo.
However, now though, Chris, it doesn't just have the reminiscence to Jamie Vardy. It also has the reminiscence to one of your favourite content that you like putting out on your show, because you have now got a show title emblazoned on your arm.
I have indeed, and there we go.
There it is.
I actually went with my boss, which I thought was a good idea because she was having one done. I thought, well, if she's going to be late back, it doesn't matter if I'm late back. So I'm with the boss.
I like your thinking.
Yeah. And Danielle came with us, but she went to sit in with Lucy, my boss, and was very because she was really, really nervous. I was shitting myself, especially before I went, because the guy said, oh, you need to watch this. And it was a very slowed down thing on YouTube showing the needle going in and out. And I had been up all night worrying about it. So when she did it, because it's quite fleshy there, so it actually doesn't really hurt that much. I actually fell asleep.
Names.
Yeah. I actually fell asleep while it was happening. She said, I have never had anybody fall asleep on me. Of course, being the sort of person I am, I've got to have it balanced up and have one on the other side, which is Leicester Till I Die. And then I said proverbial if we win. It is still available somewhere on the Sun website. I've got the link, but I'm not giving it to anybody, because the Sun actually, when I had the one done on the back of my leg, the Sun actually sent a reporter down from London to video it while it was being done. So somewhere there was a live video of me getting tattooed on the Tinternet somewhere.
I'll have to find that.
Anyway, that was a longer version of your story. And for me, obviously I'm going to say I love it, but in fairness, I like the yellow, like the Brentford one. It's got that bit of colour in. I prefer it now that it's got the white in it. It ties in with the emblem, which is on the Leicester City, Leicester Council, the town's coat of arms. It's from that, and it's basically Leicester City Football Club round the edge. No surprise if I say to you, I'm going to give it a 5.
I'd expect nothing more from you, to be fair.
Or even less.
It is a nice badge, don't get me wrong.
Just remember, I'm hovering over the mute.
No, I've not got a bad word to say about it. I think if it was to sort of be modernised, of course, after they were coming with that, I'd say it probably would have something like a bit like a Brentford-esque style to it. But then you'd probably go fully blue in the middle, make the fox a little bit bigger. Probably remove Football Club and put, I don't know, City FC at the bottom and Leicester at the top. I don't know, but that's me if I were tweaking it and making it more modern. But if Leicester City do want to get in touch and give me $100,000 to do that, then feel free. However, that said, you know what? I don't see that many problems with it. As I say, it's an ode to the actual place, Leicestershire.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 4.
4. I have, and I have to say that I have got no support for fox hunting at all. And maybe the people that get on the horses and go fox hunting should actually be chased down by guys in 4x4s and run them over. I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
I agree. When I saw that, that it's based, because of foxes and fox hunting, I thought, some people are going to look at that. There's going to be people that go, "Oh, brilliant! I'm going to go Leicester and go fox hunting," and there's going to be people that go, "Really?"
Yeah. It was banned under Labour. I don't know if it still is banned or not, but it should be. But we've always, going back to from 1950 up until 1983, we had the, even the riding crops going across behind the fox's head. Of course, in 1983, this came in, which I love. It's the running fox. Kate's gone 4. I'll take that from you, Kate. I'll take you from that. Bcrom 5, surprisingly. Terry said, prefer the Tudor Rose to be red with the white fox, but still 4 out of 5. It could be red. You could be right. And Geordie's in. Evening, Chris and Dan. Evening, Geordie. How are you? Right. By God, we're going to still be here at midnight. Man City. What have you got to say about Man City that's broadcastable?
Yeah, they've had a less modern version of this badge previously. However, due to allegations of copyright infringement, they were forced to change their badge in 2016 to what they have now. The 3 white stripes faded into the back of the shield represent the Medlock, Irk and Irwell rivers. The Scarlet Rose of Lancaster appears and has appeared in the badge since 1972. The sea vessel recalls the region's long trading activities, which have now continued into the modern era, except instead of shipping goals in the lower leagues, they are now amongst the elite, shipping crates of oil money over from the UAE.
Well, I can add some information onto that. That yes, it was updated, but it's only been changed so that Man City, New York City, and Melbourne City crests all look basically the same. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's off Sports Joe. To me, it's two badges in one because you've got the shield inside a circle. But again, it's got the links to the past. It's got the emblem in there. It's got the name. But I can only give it a 3, to be honest with you, and that's me being generous.
I don't know. I kind of like it a little bit. I'm not gonna say it's up there, but I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna go for a 4.
You're gonna go for a 4. Play, and Kate has gone for 4 as well. And Terry says anything historic, and we are 4 out of 5. Is that to the Man City one? I take it, Terry. Now then, this one.
Is that Liverpool again?
Yeah, I was going to say Liverpool Mark II. What have you got to say about this one?
Well, again, the ship is present, which is a symbol of urban trade. That the United logo, the modern one, which we have now, has been installed since '98. Matt Busby suggested the nickname the Red Devils. He was inspired by the nickname of the rugby team at Salford and decided to apply it to Manchester United. So he hoped this would intimidate opponents, which is why the devil is still on there. Shortly before the new millennium, the inscription Football Club disappeared from the logo. It was replaced by the word United, which was supposed to make the brand more international. Fans didn't like it, so the Glazers promised to consider restoring the previous logo. Did they? No. Did they fix the hole in the roof? No. Is it funny that nobody's scared of United anymore? It's hilarious. Glazers in.
I can't really add anything more to that, other than I've just looked up. I mean, they have had some weird badges over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that obviously they started life as Newton Heath, and which was a green and yellow shield with a train on it. Then sort of early 1900s, they actually had a bit of a design like Burnley's with the, 2 animals either side. They then just went for 50 odd years with the white shield with obviously the Red Rose of Lancashire on it. But, Then 1958, it looked, to be honest with you, it says Wembley 1958. It looks like something from the Kaiser's time in Germany. It really looks absolutely. And then in 1968, they went back to the 63, but then in 68, back to the two animals either side of a crest, but very much very, very blue. 1978, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if you've seen that one at all.
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
it's Newcastle on heat. Newcastle. I mean, and that's a centenary badge, and they've got black and white stripes.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, and in 1998, they're with it as it is now. Which, in fairness, goes back to the 1960s. They just kind of changed it around, haven't they? Bold,
just
bright,
modernised it.
Yeah, bold, bright. If it was within a circle, I would prefer it. I'm going to give it 4 actually, because I do quite like it. It's bold, it's colourful. It's got the nickname in there, like we have with the Foxes. They've got the Devils. The football's obviously the tin. Yeah, I mean, it again does what it says on a tin. For me, I would have just liked it in a nice circular.
Yeah, I'm sort of with you. I just think because we see that badge, or we've seen that badge. Well, personally, for me, growing up, I've seen that badge. Like,
in the mirror. In the mirror, younger. Oh, come on!
I'll give you that. I mean, it's already in the intro, for Christ's sake. But yeah, I think just because we've seen that as a global sort of brand, as we'd say, that's you could just even if you don't ask a football fan, if you said, could you tell me the Manchester United badge? They'd know, just because it's sort of internationally renowned as a brand more than a football team, more than anything.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm torn between another one. I'm torn between 3 or 4. I'll go 4. I'll go 4. No, sorry, I'm going to go 3.
You're going to go 3. I have a feeling, so I've just been writing them down here, that I have possibly, well, not possibly, I definitely have missed a team out. Oh, no, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I've gone 11 down one side instead of 10. I thought I'd lost a team then, and I was hoping it was Nottingham Forest. So Kate went 4 Man City. Terry says Anthony 4 Man City. He's gone 3 Man United. Historic, yes, but colour poor. 3 out of 5 says Terry. I'm awful with colours. I like bright, glary, in-your-face colours. Man United, that is. And Kate's gone 3. So, next up, canny lad. The fog on the Tyne's all mine, no mine. I shouldn't do it. I did it earlier, and Geordie told me it was an absolutely awful. I sounded less Geordie than Nanton Deck. That says it all. Newcastle. What are we going to say about Newcastle?
It's the logo of Newcastle is one of the most unusual yet beautiful in European football. The emblem is based on the coat of arms of the city of Newcastle upon Tyne and has been used since the year 1988. There's 2 seahorses which symbolise the port. The lion, who holds the flag with the cross of St. George, recalls the city's exploits during the Civil War. And the making of this badge, there was obviously no room for a witch or a wardrobe to go with the lion. How weird. It was either that or what I told you earlier, Chris. I told you I had to go.
I'll go. I'll take that. It is very weird, like you say, with the seahorses and what have you. I do. It is nice. I think I like the Newcastle strip, whatever they seem to do because of the stripes in it. It says Newcastle United. I'm going to give it 4 again. I'm going to give it 4.
I'm with you. I'm between a 4 or a 5. You know what? I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go 5.
Ooh, you're going to go 5, right? Now
I do like all the different aspects to it. As I say, it's it's unusual, but
yes,
it's. I mean, I like the fact that at the bottom, you've got the sort of just random blue, banner pretty much where the name is. I think it just sets it off a little bit different.
Yeah,
same as adding the red and stuff with the flag that the
Liverpool
Lions
with
hold
the green and what have you. Yes,
yeah. It just gives it a little bit more oomph.
Yeah. Oh, Geordie, why I lad? Is that am I getting there? Am I getting there?
Geordie, how's it going?
I can't do that. I can't. I always, if I do that, I sound like Paul Gascoigne. And, I went to see Paul Gascoigne, one of his shows, and I went with my son. My son said, "Dad, I think he's drunk." I mean, that's just the way he sounds. He actually wasn't drunk that night. Terry, yeah, I agree with you. Don't know why I love it. He's gone 5. Anthony's gone 3. Terry, he's actually gone for a 6 out of 5. Whoa, hold back, Terry, hold back. We fought for King George. Hence George. Yeah. Oh, okay. That lad Ben's in. Good evening, sir. How are you? Welcome along. B. Crom's got you went 5 Man United, 4 Newcastle, and Geordie has gone. Danny's better, but still shite. I thought that's isn't it?
Why did you go Jamaican for? Danny's better, but still shite.
I know. Everything I do kind of ends up Jamaican.
Between Jamaican and Indian.
So true as well. Kate, I don't know where Kate's vote for that one is. She may well have nipped to the little girl's room.
She's gone to lay down in bed. She's got a bit of headache. So.
Oh, has she? Right. Okay.
Oh, that's the excuse for when this is finished, anyway.
Get it in early. I thought she'd gone to the toilet. Yeah, because she won't get. Women never get into trouble when they go to the toilet in pairs. I did it once and got thrown out the greengrocers.
For a minute, I had to think about that, and I thought, oh yeah, I get where it's coming from.
Oh dear.
Indeed.
Big one's 5 Man United, 4 to Newcastle. He's in. Trouble's in. Door on tour.
Oh, just as we're about to do it as well.
Yes, just as we're about to do Nottingham.
How are you doing, Ben? You all right?
Is it Nottingham County and Notts Forest? I think that's the right way round.
There was a sign I passed going to London the other day that said Leicester Forest. I thought that were a real. I've never heard of that football team before.
You never will again. You never will again. Right. Talking of the aforementioned shithouses, I have lost Nottingham Forest. Oh no, we're there. It's completely gone out of order for me. Here we go. Notts Forest.
Well, obviously, it's a sort of a simplistic badge, but the tree obviously represents the Sherwood Forest, and the river is the Trent. So, as simple as it comes, really. In 1973, Notts Forest held a competition to design a new badge after discovering that they could not copyright the town's coat of arms. So one of the advisors, David Lewis, won the competition in 73 and also a prize of 25 quid.
Wow. So, hey, they look after the people, don't they? They
do indeed.
25
Although, to be fair, 25 quid in 1973 was probably a fair whack.
Yeah, so, I thought that actually must have gone for like on Blue Peter where they used to have different age groups. Like 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9. You probably don't remember, but and I thought that was obviously the winner from the 5 to 7 age group, or even the 3 to 5 age group that won it.
It's a bit like Only Fools and Horses, isn't it? It's like, oh, you won that competition. Yeah, in the very extensive category.
Exactly. I see, again, it's another, for me, it's another, oh, look at us, aren't we good sort of thing.
I mean, they've got the 2 badges in there, and they're obviously been in there. They've been added to celebrate their back-to-back European Cup trophies in 79 and 80.
That's just them. Like I say, it's a bit like Villa doing it. You know, Man United, if they did it, they'd have to sort of the badge would fill the whole bloody chest up, wouldn't it? You know, you get stars above your badge for winning the World Cup. So you get it above your team's national badge. You do not get it in this country above your badge. It is just clubs that are completely up their own arse.
Which, to be fair, Chris, Burnley had one badge before. You know the previous badge with the 2 lions? There were 1 year we had the badge and we had two yellow stars above
on our chest.
There's been certainly many years of hurt as a Burnley fan. Except, you know, we had 2 badges above it for 1 season, just to, you know, but that was to commemorate the fact that we'd won the top division twice.
Yeah, that's different. Do you know what I mean? You're still showing off a little bit.
Yeah, but we only had that for 1 season.
Yeah, and in fairness, those stars have long since petered out, haven't they? I mean, this one, yes, it's Forest. I'm never going to sort of give Notts Forest a big score. I mean,
they want to murder you right now. They are sat there shaking their computer screen or their phone going, it's fucking Nottingham.
No, it's not. It's Notts Forest, the second biggest team in Nottingham. And they have both beaten us this year. So what can I say? I don't like it. I mean, it's red and white, fair enough. I mean, you know, this is the club that are that awful that nobody even wants to be associated with them by sponsoring them. You know, what more can you say? It looks like a tree with bendy roots on. The 2 stars is completely up your arse. I mean, I gave 3 to Villa for doing that, and because this is Forest, they immediately lose another mark anyway. So I'm only going to give them 2.
Interesting. See, I like the fact that it's sort of simple but effective for what it represents.
No, that's the people of Nottingham.
I mean, I do agree with you. If you take the 2 stars off that badge, it's a lot. It probably looks a lot better. But I do like the fact that it represents, obviously.
No, he's talking. He's saying he likes it, so he's getting muted. And he's not going to come back in until he nods his head to say that he's going to say it's awful. Go on then, sir. Go on.
Gets a 4.
Well, I'm immediately knocking that down to a 3 because it's Forest. My channel, my rules. Okay, let's just make this straight.
Sorry, Daniel would say it's a 4. Steve, however, would say it's a 1.
Yes, exactly. But now you come on my channel, you play by my rules, and my rules are we don't like Notts Forest at all. Nothing else. I will say this to Doron Tor. He says, if you can find it.
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. So Notts Forest gets... I'm going to knock it down another one because you were cheeky. So it gets 2 lots of 2s there.
It gets a Desmond.
And because Kate's not in, she would give it, I do know that she would give it a -4, so it ends up with 0 for the Notts Forest badge. Who would have known? Right, here we go. Southampton. I will say
we all know where that first five's going to come from, don't we?
We do. Now, I've got to say that I'm looking here at Southampton's badges through the years. and they only go back to 1974. So what sort of badge they had before then, I do not know. But all they've done is change the style of the ball from 97 onwards. They went from like the old pattern for the ball to the current one. They changed it for a year for their anniversary, which is fair enough. We did the same, I get that. And now they've gone back to the ball. So they're not exactly pushing the boundaries of artistic talent here, are they, at Southampton?
No, I mean, there is a few things that sort of stand out a little bit. I mean, they took inspiration from their religious roots. So the club was first formed in 85 by the members of the St. Mary's Church of Young Men's Association. And to this day, the halo at the top of the badge helps to remind fans of the links to the church and stuff. The logo,
as you said, need to pray for wins these days.
The logo has been present since 1973. The tree alludes to the nearby New Forest, while the wavy blue lines refer to the sea and local docks. The white rose is the symbol for Hampshire, whereas the white flag is the symbol of the football club as the scoreline approaches 9-0.
Hey, well said. I mean, what is it with clubs? If a club is not the only team in that area, like Leeds taking, like when they took the White Rose, they're not the only club in Yorkshire. Now, in fairness to Leicester, we've taken the Fox. We haven't taken the floweries of the Leicester one, but we're the only club in the county. I just think, could not a 10-year-old child have come up with that at school? It's Southampton. It's there. It gets a 3. It gets a 3 because I can't think of anything to say about it.
No, I'm same as you. I can't think of much to say about it. 3 for me as well.
3 for you as well. Yeah, Anthony, we know. You ejaculate red and white stripes. Do you? It's like when you come, it's like treading on a signal, bar of signal toothpaste, isn't it? Now, Mike, you never follow Anthony and think that he knows what he's saying. We're going out 1 to 5, mate. So I'll give that a 3 because obviously it's 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10. They are training changing the Southampton badge with a joint Leicester logo. And Geordie says, yeah, it's one tree. It's not a forest. No, that wasn't my attempt at an accent, by the way. But he's quite right. It is not that in Nottingham people's minds, that is a forest. To everybody else, it's a dog stop. That's where the dogs stop to piss up. Okay, talk to me about this one. Talk to me for a while because I just need to do something on another screen.
Not a problem. Obviously, the crest of Tottenham Hotspur has been worn since 2013. Underneath is obviously the inscription Tottenham Hotspur, which obviously is the name of the football club. It's also the font of Tottenham Hotspur has been designed specifically for the club logo. Starting with the FA Cup final in 1901, the cockerel, or Harry Hotspur, became the new symbol of Tottenham Hotspur itself. So a cock depicted standing on a ball was the emblem's invariable attribute, and nowadays the cock is the main symbol of the team. But he's also known to Spurs fans as Daniel Levy.
I'm going to say, don't they have one playing up front?
That's one dribbly cock.
I mean, come on. I mean, if you come up with a badge like that, you're going to get bantered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From opposing fans. I mean, it's a cock on a ball. That's all it is. It's a cock and a ball with your name underneath.
I only have to get dressed or jump in the shower to see a Tottenham badge when I look down.
You've only got one ball. My God. You and Hitler, mate. Both of you. You got something in common.
Both balls are in there, but there is only one sack. So,
that's like.
To be fair, where I got the actual history from, the guy in the end had to keep calling it a rooster because he felt bad. Kept calling it a cock.
We know it's a cock. Talking of sacks, of course, that is like Santa Claus. He only comes once a year, but when he does, he throws his sack.
I
know. I think I'm going to have to give myself one. That would get me in the papers, wouldn't it? That's coming too. No, there was a competition down here on the harbour front the other day. It said, show us, if you're a contortionist, and you could win 500 quid. I thought I'll enter myself in that, and I won. Indeed.
You are watching Leicester Till I Die TV with Chris and Chums. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Pinterest. All you need for everything Leicester City FC. It's Leicester Till I Die TV.
Mike's gone 2 out of 5. I've gone 1 out of 5. What have you gone for, Mr. Morehouse?
I'm gonna go. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to give it a. I'm gonna have to give it a 1 out of 5. It's just, as you say, it's just a cock and a ball. It's not. There's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing to shout about. There's not
Mike,
really any.
Actually, all joking apart, sorry, mate. Just want to think, Mike, if you want to give me a vote for Newcastle and a vote for Forest, we'll take your votes in place of Kate's, who's she's gone up to bed to warm it up for Dan. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
Chance would be a fine thing.
Don't worry, because she turns the music up loud next door for you. You can do it to the rhythm method. Right.
It's all right. It's just when the ice cream van goes past.
I tell you what, ambulance will never find anybody going that quick. Anyway, sir. We are down to the last 2.
We are indeed.
And here we are with a little bit of a toffee apple hammer thingy.
We are. The hammers, as they are known, they are. The hammers that are on the badge are engraved with the initials TIW on their sides, which is a tribute to the Thames Iron Works. According to legend, the shape of the shield coincides with a cross-section of the HMS Warrior frigate. The badge change came in 2014 at the same time that the club acquired the London Stadium. The club have the word London wrote on the badge, potentially to entice more players in. One tit has fallen for it. Sorry, I mean Areola.
Oh, you only said that to get a few titters, didn't you?
Oh, I did indeed. I'm just trying to make a breast of the situation. Cop a load of that.
But the thing is, you boobed. Now, in fairness, West Ham, I can't really say I don't like this one. Again, it's not a circle, but it's not the end of the world. They're called the the nickname's the Hammers. They are the Hammers. It's in there. It says what they are. It's simple. I'm going to give it a 4 because, like I say, it's got everything that you need it to be without being too fancy, without having some, a flower in there or having one tree in and thinking it's a forest. I do like the They were like the West Ham one. Yeah, 4 for me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to give it a 4. Obviously, when they were at Upton Park, or the Boleyn Ground, as it used to be known as well, obviously they used to have Boleyn Castle in the background, which, to be honest, I didn't realise that castle was built after Anne Boleyn, one of Henry VIII's wives, was apparently not apparently lived there. So yeah, that's why they got the name the Boleyn Ground, because of the Boleyn Castle, and that used to be in the background of the badge. But obviously, with the move, they couldn't really keep that in there, and they've kept it simple but effective. And yeah, I like it. So yeah, 4.
Yeah, Mike's gone 4 as well. Anne Boleyn, she was one of Henry VIII's wives, wasn't she?
She was indeed.
If I remember my history, and if I can remember anything at my age, it's good. But she was never going to do well, because Henry VIII used to like his wives to be fast and run about and have fun, and she just used to amble in and was really slow.
I wondered what were coming. You know what? I'll give you that one.
And I can't think to remember his name, but I want to thank the guy off Mock the Week for that. I love that joke. Oh, yes. Used to Anne Boleyn. There we go. I'm here all week. Mike says their old badge was a 5. Hate those modern badges, but this is a good one. And Anthony's gone 4. And we're coming up to the 2-hour mark here, so we've just got to keep it dragging on a little bit longer to get it over the 2-hour mark. We just come to a mess, really. What you think about it?
Yeah, I don't understand why it's circular. I can hear myself.
To be honest with you, I've made that circular. I don't think it is meant to be circular, their badge.
No, I was going to say I don't think it is.
It's like it's
more like a hexagon, isn't it?
Six-sided. It is 6-sided, but I like for everybody's purpose. And when I use these on any of my websites or anything, I have to have a circle. So that is
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But as we can see, I know it looks a bit more orange there, but gold is the prominent colour in the borough's arms. And obviously, the black part of the badge seems an apt choice for a club from a principal town in the Black Country. The club's famous colours, black and gold, are unique in the English League. They originate from the motto of the city, "Out of darkness cometh light," or the new motto that is, "Beware, wolves at large." See what I did there?
I did. Or not to be afraid of them at the moment. To me, to you. Oh, no, you can't say that anymore. It's to me. This is, I gave Fulham 1. And she wasn't very grateful afterwards. I've got to be honest with you. But it's like earlier, I had beef stew with dumplings. I don't like to call her that, but she's a large girl.
Again, thank you, Gary Delaney, for that.
I know. Wolverhampton Wanderers. I mean, obviously it's Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it could be absolutely anything. It could be, it could be a sign for a Halloween shop, it's awful.
It is. I was actually trying to look for any sort of reason why it's a wolf, like an actual wolf. I understand that the place is Wolverhampton, but was there any particular reason for it being a wolf? So, yeah, it is a strange one. I liked the badge they had previous to it, where they actually had the name. They actually had Wolves FC written into it. That one wasn't too bad, but this one, it's just basically a hexagon with a wolf's head in it, white eyes, gold background.
Yeah. And if you look at it as well, I mean, the fox, the wolf, is not even, it's all straight lines, and the eyes are actually two triangles.
Yeah,
they've gone for the whole. Mike went 2, but he's dropped it to 1.
It's like a mix. You know what it looks like? A mix of like a badge for Doritos slash Bacardi.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Terry says, looks like a Batman mask does wolves.
Yeah, that's not a wolf badge. That's just Chris's bat signal, like wolf signal going up on in the middle of the screen.
Fox, if you don't mind. I've got to agree with you, Mike. I'm giving it 1.
Right. No, I'll go with 2. I don't think it's.
So you've got that as being better than Tottenham's.
No, I can have a 1. When you think about it that way.
That as better than Fulham's.
Oh, it's better than Fulham's. Bloody hell. I think
that is true. That is true. And you've given it the same marks as Nottingham Forest.
Allegedly.
So what are you going? No, joking aside, what are you going for on that one, sir?
I don't know. It's one of them where it just. I did say I preferred the older badge. So, no, I'll join you. I'll join you and Mike with 1.
You won't. Thank you very much. Mike's all mine. No, you're not having him.
Feel free. I've had Welsh rarebit before, and it didn't sit right with me. So don't worry about it.
Not me again, Michael. Not me again. Right.
It's actually food.
We will be back with the totals straight after this. Please do it.
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform, or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Subscribe, like, follow, and join in now.
Indeed, please do. Right, sir. Let us have a add up here. I don't know if I can do this. 3 lots of figures I've got to add together. So, Bournemouth. Let us run down these again. Bournemouth. We gave it 6 in total out of 15. This is so it got 6. Arsenal. 12 out of 15. Oh, got a 5 from me. Aston Villa, 9 out of 15. Brentford goes into the lead, 14 out of 15. So far, Brentford are leading the pack. Brighton, with the nasty things that always pull on your shoulder, 5, 6, 9 out of 14. Ooh. The one with the broken line with the broken neck gets 10. And the one that had managed to pinch Dan's ball gets 12. Doesn't quite beat Brentford. Brentford's still in the lead. I do feel this is a bit like the Eurovision Song Contest, you know. Hello, we've lost Fulham. Oh, good. Everton, 10. Oh, Kate took that one down with a 2. And I think we all know who is going to get the worst badge. Equal. Fulham get 3 out of 15. Fulham, you're bottom again. Leeds, 7. Liverpool, 13.
Oh, Brentford are just clinging on.
They are. A bit like one of those shits when you got to wiggle itself to drop it out. Do you know what I mean? You haven't changed them. It's still on Palace. You're quite
Yeah, the
right.
badge.
Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. So we went Everton, we went Fulham, we went Leeds. We've just gone Liverpool because my computer doesn't know the alphabet. Leicester City. Out of 15, it gets 21. Mr. Trump, thank you for letting us counters. Cheers. Thank you. Manchester City, moving on quickly. Nobody noticed. Manchester City, 11. Ooh, that's quite high, actually. 11. Manchester United, 10. Ooh, I thought that'd do better. Newcastle, why either, lads? I don't know why I keep doing that. I've got to stop it. Fog on the time. Is that Jamaican again? Newcastle, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12.
Oh, the best words to say for Newcastle is roller coaster.
Yeah,
you got or pooper scooper. Pooper scooper.
Is that the what's he called? The guy, the comedian that dodged his tax. Does
Jimmy
countdown. Yeah. He does there's a thing on YouTube where he says he uses phrases to be able to get the accents right. Yeah. Southampton, despite getting a 10 from Anthony, got 9. Nottingham Forest got 2, 3, 4, -4. That's nil. You lend me these anytime. Tottenham 4 with their cock and a ball. West Ham 12. Ooh. And Wolves joint bottom after you dropped from 2 to 1 with 3. And in all honesty, obviously Leicester did not get 21. It has gone to a recount. It's still on the Geordies. It's because I read them out. It's because I can't be asked to keep clicking on them. There we go. Let's get rid of them all together. Leicester did actually get 13.
Oh, quite close. So Brentford take it.
Brentford take it by 1 point from Liverpool and Leicester. Now, they'll take that at the end of this season, wouldn't they?
Oh, just a bit.
Yes.
Just a bit.
Yeah. And if anybody's watching this thinking that they haven't seen Burnley's badge, well, of course you won't, because this is the Premiership. we may be doing the Championship soon if I need to fill a gap at all. If not, we won't. It's as simple as that. This has been Leicester Till I Die. Doug, what am I saying? Dan, as always, thank you so much for coming on and joining. It's been a laugh. It's been over 2 hours. It's been a long laugh, but it's been a laugh.
Exactly. It's a bit of fun. It's just what you need at the end of a hump day Wednesday. So, nearly the weekend, and we let the fun commences again when the football's back.
Yeah, we're 40 minutes off going on the downhill part towards the who have you got at the weekend, by the way?
Well, we've got Watford at Watford, which obviously you'll be joining me for a watch along for on Friday night.
I will. I actually will. I've got it in my diary. And I'll be looking forward to that because before that, I've got 2 Arsenal shows.
Oh, so
that said, my voice won't go because I probably won't be able to get a word in edgeways. Somebody will say Arteta in, and that'll be it, and I'll be just out there reading a book.
So you've got 3 comical shows in one night. How interesting for you!
How can people find you? The link is in the chat below on YouTube, but just give your channels a shout out.
Yeah, so you can find me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You name it, we're on it. All you got to search is Turf Morehouse, and you'll find us everywhere you can possibly check. So thanks for having me again, Chris. And hope everyone in the chat has a lovely weekend, whatever their plans are. And thanks for watching.
Arsenal fans, great for Chris. Yeah, honestly, I'd have been out for murder. Probably 2 hours of that. I will see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on the 11th for the Arsenal.
Not tomorrow, maybe Friday, but.
No, I'm not. I'm talking to the public now.
All right. Oh, sorry.
It's not all about you. It's not all about you. Back off.
I forgot you was talking to your people. I will let you. You know,
I'm talking to the masses.
Speak your piece to the disciples.
I will be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow doing the. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm doing the Arsenal preview. That's at 9 o'clock tomorrow. This has been me. That's been him. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for watching us. It's good night from me.
Andy, it's good night from him.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You better like them too or I'll be back.
Cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, that's a wrap.
Some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over.